Hey guys, welcome to the Homestead. So I want to do another homeschool video today, talking about a video that me and my kids got to watch recently. It was absolutely interesting, a very interesting video, and it comes from a YouTube channel called Voices of the Past. Now, there is, I've talked about before a number of times on my channel where I try to supplement with different things that I think would interest my children and interest me, and things I think that they should be exposed to and learn about. And I've tried to find things definitely associated with history. I think history is your most important subject in school. You learn from history. It's the thing you learn most from in life. Experiences are what teach you. Experiences are what bring you wisdom. The experience of success and absolutely the experience of failure. And if you can learn from the successes and failures of people in the past, you can set yourself up for success because you can learn where other people have already learned before you. Does that make sense? To me, that makes history the most important subject that you can possibly learn in any sort of education environment. History. And I love history. I love it. It's something, it's a passion of mine. And because of it, I want to make sure my kids understand that too. And I want them to succeed in life. So why not learn from the successes and failures of others? So this Voices of the Past video that we recently watched, it was amazing to me. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can watch it. But let me first describe this to you. There was a number of Japanese ambassadors who came over to the United States in the 1870s. And they were sent by their government to just view the land, see what America's all about, see what the culture is all about. And this was absolutely fascinating. Today, reading the journal entries of these ambassadors coming from Japan and viewing for the first time with their eyes the American culture and the American way of life. They landed on the Pacific side, okay, on the West Coast, and then they made their way through America and then I think departed through Boston, Massachusetts, to go over to Europe and then see some other things. But their time here in America, what they described was absolutely fascinating. They talked about the architecture, the things that we had built here, and how Americans were always hard at work and building, and how we were so prosperous, and the fruit of our labors. It was just amazing to them. From coast to coast, we were building. And they thought that was just absolutely phenomenal. The politeness of people and how they were treated so well as guests, and people were always trying to come up to them and honor them and being kind to them. Is that the America we see today? Are any of those two things, building and the politeness, they thought was remarkable, the politeness of men? Do you see now why this is important for your kids to see this? Because I think it's important for your kids to understand what America used to be, what humanity used to be. Oh, we're not there anymore, folks. That ship has done sailed. Number one, yeah, how we and again, going on to the other things, how we treated foreigners was just remarkable to them. Our adherence to the law, how it was so important for these Americans to adhere to the law and to hold up the law and to be lawful, and to make sure that people who came, the people in their community, were lawful. It was shameful when someone broke the law, when someone veered off and did things that they weren't supposed to. They saw that, and they saw that we had a passion for the law. You don't see that today. That's gone too. Our dedication to worship. They were Shintoist, and they had, that a lot of Eastern religion, Buddhism and type stuff like that they did over there. And they thought to themselves that they were pretty dedicated to that until they saw Americans. And it was amazing listening to how dedicated America was to their Bible, and how America was dedicated to their faith. And I put together the two things where Americans can accomplish anything they set their mind to do. They're blessed by the work of their hands. Oh, and by the way, they have a complete and total dedication to their worship and to their God. And they even said, so much so that it puts them and their worship, what they thought was dedication to worship, to shame. They felt ashamed. I thought that was amazing because that's definitely not what we see today. One of the other things, so the question I had here, I'm going through my notes because I want to make sure I miss anything, is do you think your public school system is going to teach this to children today? Parents, you need to be focused and switched on when it comes to teaching your children certain things so that they understand, okay, this is not how America used to be. This is not how America became so blessed. You want to know how we got the riches and the vastness and the freedom that we have today? Go watch this video. Link in the description below. And I want you to watch that with your children so that they can see a contrast, because there is a deep, deep contrast right now. What America is now and what America used to be and what America was built upon. That's important because you see, I think, the blessings and the curses. There's blessings and then there's curses. We have lived through the blessings. We're still experiencing the blessings. But right now, because of the things that don't exist anymore today, we're experiencing a lot of the curses too, I think. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I thought this video was fascinating. I'm going to go through more of them with my kids. And I always look for things like this to share with my children. I hope you do too. All right. Leave a comment below. I'm really interested to hear what you say. Hey, check out our merchandise, teespring.com. You can find our Stupid Shit Hurt. That's one of the things that doesn't exist anymore today. Back then, if you were stupid, it hurt. And we need more hurt in this world because there'd be a lot less stupid. You can check it out, teespring.com. Links in the description below. All right, guys. See you next time in the Homestead. Bye. This is Grandma. Grandma survived the Great Depression. She survived the Great Depression because her supply chain was local and she knew how to do stuff. Grandma was smart. Grandma told us to make do with what you got. She also said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Homesteading is all about self-reliance and declaring ourselves to be independent from the system. We grow our own food, we raise our own animals, and doing these things helps safeguard our families from the unpredictable world that surrounds us. But what about banking? I love being my own power company, but what about being my own bank? Right now, our country is over $30 trillion in debt and rising. The Fed keeps printing money and the Congress won't stop spending money. Staying attached to the modern banking system and their investment vehicles is like putting all of your eggs in one very, very fragile basket. On one side, you have the threat of inflation and your savings value floating away. And the other side is a possible deflationary stock market collapse, just like what happened in the 1930s. Genesis Gold Group is like a basket holding eggs, and these eggs are impossible to break. History shows us that all paper investments have and will return to their intrinsic value eventually. Zero. But gold, silver, and other precious metals have never, ever been worthless. In every collapse throughout history, people have turned back to precious metals to find monetary value. If you have a 401k, an IRA, or a savings account where you're literally watching the purchasing power inflate away, give Genesis Gold Group a call right now. Today, this instant. They can develop a strategy for you in the days ahead. I can tell you how I raise sheep, I can tell you how I raise chickens, or the best way to grow tomatoes, or how to hook up a solar panel. But Genesis Gold Group is your best shot at safeguarding your hard-earned savings and investments during this increasingly turbulent time in history. The link and phone number is in the description below, or visit their website at genesisgoldgroup.com. And be sure to say you heard about them from An American Homestead. Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of An American Homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.